Hello, 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 and welcome back to another trek through the dungeon. I really feel like just racking up a power class win right now, so I'm gonna roll a Minotaur Berserker and see how it goes. I'm also gonna specialize in spear usage because why not? Uh, let's say initial game focus will be on dodging since that'll synergize with my dex best. Now, in case you all are not familiar with my opinion on Berserkers, I think that they are an OP class, best played when you're in the mood, Minotaur Berserker specifically, best played when you're not in the mood to really try anything interesting or new, but more just like, I just want to win. When you're feeling lazy or you're not ready to crawl at your best, and yeah. I'm not saying there's no skill involved, but relative to how much skill I've been putting into my runs and how much energy and time I've been putting into them, I mean, look at this. I'm about to take on 5 enemies at once. It's just it's almost like it really is like playing on easy mode. If there were difficulty settings, I would say playing a Minotaur Berserker relative to playing a Mummy Necromancer, yeah, it's very easy versus very hard. Come on. I'm not even gonna pick up the shield, because I have no intention of training shields in the medium or short term. Dex, we're gonna focus Dex because at least for the early to mid game, I anticipate my spear is gonna benefit the most from that. I don't know if they changed the way Bardishes work and if Bardishes are best with strength or not. I think it used to be an 80-20 split, but the way I see it is at 21 strength, my strength is gonna be adequate to run just about any weapon or armor, and I'm a Minotaur, so it's gonna get plus 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. as the game goes on. I'm sacrificing just about every corpse that I come across. I don't need to wear a Ring of Fire, so we'll ditch that. Maybe I'll put it on for a specific element. Oh, look at that, Jessica, dead. Ignore. Okay, next floor. Floor 3 already. I'm actually gonna eat a ration. It's a waste of food, admittedly, since I could so easily get that same food off of corpses, but I'm really trying to blow my piety out the yin-yang right now. So I'd rather be sacrificing those same 2 or 3 corpses I would have eaten to get the ration benefit. Once I hit gift-giving piety, I'm going to start getting better and better weapon choices, and that's ultimately going to determine my success in this game. Terrence could be a pain, actually. He's not... My dodging has worked pretty well. Okay, there we go. Now that he hit me, I'll just berserk. I didn't want to berserk because that kind of undoes the benefits that I'm looking at with the ration. Not that I care, I mean... do I need to resist magic? No, but I do need a berserk now that they hit me a few times. Alright, there we go. Resist magic uses piety, I believe, yes, whereas berserk does not, so at this stage of the game I'd rather be berserking than using up piety. That's going to change later on, where the downsides of being berserked are going to be noticeable. Confusion. Suck. Alright, I do have a trident now, so significant improvement on my weapon class. Again, dex, dex, dex. I don't like halberds. They're a really bad strength and, weapon delay to damage ratio, and accuracy to damage ratio. I tend to skip halberd here when I'm playing with this. Okay, we've got rushing water. This is a good time to start testing scrolls. There's teleportation. Hey, it teleported me right there. Yay! I swear I didn't plan that. I was gonna keep checking scrolls till I found a identify, but that works too. Or magic mapping, sorry. That works too. We're gonna back off to bottleneck lengths, so at least pay token respects to playing this game correctly. Eat the jackal, and keep going. I have picked up several rations that I don't need. I also have several potions. It's going to be very important to identify the blink scroll, which I just burned, but okay, now that it's ID, that's still something. And the healing potion. There's the healing potion. Because in a run like this, it's not uncommon to end up in melee range and at low health. Especially when you're playing too quickly, which I am. Grinder. Give him room to come to me. Immediately put on magic resist, because Grinder does tend to run paralyze and confuse effects. That was worth burning piety just to be on the safe side for. Take on an ogre in melee, why not? It's not like I don't have the health pool. Ring of Wizardry is absolutely useless to a troglodyte. Eat, keep running, eat, keep running. By the way, I forget who made the comment about yellow health bar indicating how far down poison will take you, but thank you so much for that. It has taken all the guesswork out of it for me, and it has made a huge difference to me in the way I play these early game scenarios. Istachio can probably just get killed. Yep. And since they got the whole summons die when the summoner dies thing going now, it's even better. Potion of curing? Yeah, I'll take. Whoa, where am I? Yeah, I'll take it. Now I've identified my curing potion, which alone has value, but added with having a curing potion at hand. We are up to 4 pips of piety, and we've just hit D5. I've had runs where I haven't even found my deity yet at this stage. Had several, so this is a great position to be in. There's something invisible. There it is. Something pummeled. There that is. Get out of this floor while I heal. Get back. Eat a ration because I have spares. And I want to focus Berserk because that's 7-8 gnolls. Enough to make the Berserk worth it. Am I gonna die? Probably. Let's heal wounds first and then run away at slow speed. Pull. Nope, they got a double hit in there. That's annoying. Fair enough, though. I guess I could have healed again. Okay, one more run. Same thing. This time with a little bit less stupidity. Because this is just going to be a win run. I've focus dodging, like super focus dodging. We can even turn off armor early on. I'll change my tune if I find a good piece of armor, but until then... Training armor now is reasonable because of how few skills I'm training, period, but it's effectively using up experience for a potential benefit that may or may not materialize for quite a while. And I was just playing very quickly there. Like, honestly, that was an obvious position where I needed to be. If I was going to take on 8 gnolls at that point, I shouldn't have been tab fighting. I should have been selecting gnolls for damage and killing, and let the gnoll sergeant live for a little longer, because obviously I was wasting berserk turns by not getting kills. Wow. Oh, okay. I was going to say that's a floor 1 Jessica, but it turns out I'm on floor 2. I've just been playing too fast to notice. Kill. We will throw on scale mail, and that will be a good excuse to turn this on and just trickle into that. Focus. If I have to pick defensive skills, let's focus these two. Actually, fighting is probably the best defensive skill right now, because it also doubles up as an offensive skill and just builds my health pool in general. Alright, next floor. Terrence. What a pity I didn't see you sooner. I might have slain you more easily. +3 versus +0. The chainmail is probably my better bet. Random amulet, resist mutation is reasonable effect, but not useful early on. Gourmand is a hugely beneficial effect early on. We're gonna blow some easy food to pump myself higher. Same logic as before, I really do want to focus on starting to get god gifts as soon as possible. And then let them roll in. But now that I have Gourmand, I'm going to just start sitting at Engorged, full to Engorged most of the time. Especially when I come across enemies that aren't really worth sacrificing, like a snake. Although, if I recall correctly, the way Trog's formula works, he doesn't care what the strength/level of your enemy is, unlike Okuwaru. He's more interested in just the number of bodies you send. Each body gets an equivalent roll. I could. Oh, and magic users obviously get a higher roll. I mean, should go without saying. Okay, haven't missed any good pieces of armor. Just checking. when playing at this speed, it's easy enough to miss things that you shouldn't be missing. I still feel like dumb. Last game, I should have recognized the danger and slowed down. There's no point going quickly into certain death and then not dying. That's good luck, and you should never be so desperate that your luck will lie to that degree. But it's just, I actually just ran a crawl character, my first Minotaur Berserker not that long ago, and got him to level 25 without any difficulty. So it's like, yeah, let me rebound and do this. Okay, there's the plate mail. I'll hang on to it. I'm not gonna put it on just yet, but soon, very soon, certainly before the lair, I'm gonna switch over to hardcore armor training for my defense. Nankare, come find me. Was worth berserking in case of a second pain/smite effect. Here I'm even going to turn on regen and MR just to make sure that I survive this. It's a very powerful level of healing you get from Trog's Hand. It's not necessarily better than heal wounds because it's not all at once, but it adds up to about that many HP points back, I would say. I would guess, I should say. I don't actually know for sure. Alright, pole. No new pole arms. Okay, off we go. We have a very safe retreat point here, so I'm willing to keep fighting. Dick. I am heavily drained. We're gonna do one of these. Force you to come to me. Food Emporium. Not worth wasting money on food. Not, especially not while I'm, literally wearing an amulet of the Gourmand. Everything dies. Everything recovers, and we just keep going. Gift. Javelins of Penetration. I will carry those. I don't know if I'll ever need them, but Penetration is a great brand. We're going to charge down the Centaur. And then take him out. Where are we? D5 and 2 Centaurs in open formation? God, this would have been a bitch of a floor as a caster. Could have just walked into death. We're going to Berserk nice and early. If you know you're going to Berserk for a fight, it's generally to your benefit to Berserk sooner rather than later. You benefit from greater early DPS, multiple targets to sustain the Berserk, and the health pool increase is based on your initial health going into the Berserk, so it's even more important that that number be high rather than low. Come on, die. Alright, where are we at? Scrolls. ID scroll. What's that? Poison. Good thing you identified it. Agility. Cure mutation. Ambrosia. Resistance. Might. Okay, so I failed to find heal wounds. There we go, found it. I'm out of it now, but that's fine. We're also going to test any scroll I have 2 of so that I can continue to make use of them. All of these are useless to me. Great. Singleton scrolls I would rather take my chances on holding on to. No point in... Maybe I'll ID them as a blink scroll some other way, and then save a blink scroll for later. Like finding them in a store or something. I do want to ID the teleport and blink scrolls, but IDing them by test reading a singleton does me no favors. Oh, wow, here we go. Quarterstaff is a kind of polearm, yes? No, it's a stave. I'm dumb. There's any kind of trident is a trident, so I can at least run with that. But man, there are some good things up here. We're just going to take this trident. It's a big upgrade from a spear, and we'll keep going. Also, before I forget, any armors that I need to look into. Scorched leather. Nah, I've got chainmail. We're good. Where are we at here? It's great. Tone down fighting. I want pole arms to get stronger very quickly so that when I get glaive drops or bardiche drops or whatnot, I can quickly pick them up. I mean, I'm very, very close to the point of being at 6 piety after all, where god gifts start to come in. And this is me learning from my mistakes last time and not just challenging 6 gnolls to a simultaneous fight with nothing but berserk to back me up. Wait out the exhaustion and then keep running. Trident to trident, same thing. You guys are just gonna die. The first weapon gift is always a waste. I don't know if that's part of the formula or just how it always plays out for me, but I've inevitably have seen that that's how it plays out. Like you have to prime the pump with a couple bow gifts or arrow gifts, and then eventually you get a real gift. Do I have any doubles? I do have a double. What is it? It's a blink scroll. Okay, great. So I now have ID'd a blink scroll. How rotten do I want to get? I don't. Check every potion for curing. There we go. Found the curing. How rotten am I? 2 points. Not that bad. Very tolerable. We'll deal. Okay, we were wearing Gourmand and not Gourmanded. We're going to fix that now. Glowy boots. Cursed -2s. It's actually worth removing them. Ah, crap. I took off the Gourmand. Drop these shoes. The hell are my shoes? And put on... Actually, we'll remove magical power until such time as I'm using Amulet of Warding or something to make it useful. There's 0 benefit in having that. And there's this very outside possibility that I end up having to remove Curse to put on a different rank. Sigmund I can definitely take on right now, but I'll Berserk just to be absolutely sure. I never take any chances with this guy. I will sack him because I know that Trog will very much value the death of a mage. Do I take the scythe or don't I? I mean, it's a bad attack delay. And attack speed is very slow, so I can't use it yet. I'll carry it with me in case I don't get anything better for a very long time. But I will almost certainly get something better soon enough. Such as a glaive. How am I with glaives? Quite slow still. Okay, well, we'll stick with tridents until that improves. Crazy Youth is worth killing quickly. On the off chance that he manages to abyss me or something else if I go too slow. +2 cloak is +2. Excellent. Okay, that's dead. That's dead, dead. Scroll, I have a double. I need to check my scrolls again. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. Eventually got the... Okay, Joseph came too. Too hungry to berserk. Ah, crap, what did I do to myself here? Yeah, fruit should be fine. And then berserk. Kill them both. Sack. Kill. Okay, now that they're all down, we'll just burn a ration to fix the problem. Again, this is the whole point of being gourmand, is to never be in a situation like that where I have to eat almonds in melee. So, unfortunately, I have to, instead of sacrificing things to Trog to accelerate my piety, I have to eat everything I come across for a little while. We'll go engorged to fix that mistake. There we go. Didn't take too long. Probably because the game actually dropped some freaking... Seriously! Any of my mages would have been much happier than my Minotaur to see all these drops. Obviously. We turning anything off yet? No, we're still running all 4 core skills. That's good. Alright, clear it out. Yay, more armor. Yay, dex. Actually very valuable for a guy building as much dex as I am. Brah, kill them all. Dex has the fun side effect of increasing evasion, at least I believe it does. So, I have few things going for me in that regard. I'm not going to bother picking up javelins. I have more javelins of penetration than I ever intend to use. I need to eat meat as soon as I have the opportunity now because I'm down to full again. Wand of Teleportation is a fantastic pickup and we'll take it right now. That also means that if I accidentally read a recharge scroll, I have something to spend it on. There, I found the Scroll of Tele. Randomly useless is random and useless. Keep going. Recharging. Hello. Charge the Wand of Tully and Fog. Now I have identified the vast majority of my scrolls. Potions, however, remain to be done. I do have some ID scrolls to burn. I just was in here, but I forgot what I missed. Nothing I care about. I would eventually like a Wand of Cold or Fire, just so I have a projectile weapon, but that's clearly an eventuality, not a urgency. I don't want to get killed, so I went Berserk. It's a good thing I did. The Chaos Dagger hit me for a lot of damage while paralyzed. I technically have already found the lair, but as I often do when I Minotaur, and I'm therefore not obligated to play intelligently, I just dig a little bit longer before going to the lair. Oh look, it's an Omniopteryx. I'm so scared. No, I'm not even kind of scared, because I'm a cheater. I'm sorry, a Minotaur. One ogre took me to Engorge. It's a really good ratio. Alright, how's that glaive looking right about now? Still below average. Okay, we'll keep going. Pole arms fighting, armor dodging. We're gonna ditch dodging and just focus on building up my AC as my primary defense. And then also my offensive skills, let them all grow naturally as well. I don't waste enchant armor scrolls on these runs on anything other than gold dragon armor, which is my eventual endgame armor of choice. So you're going to see me stockpiling those for a while without any obvious benefit coming from it. I usually have enough tankiness to manage that way. Oh, poison and curari, that's awful. But if I'm in melee, I'll get a revenge attack. And the yellow says I'll be fine. Yep. Okay, one more floor, please. I actually haven't gotten my first god gift yet, so I'm kind of annoyed by that. But I guess I didn't find an Amulet of Faith, so it's to be expected. What am I missing here? Nothing. What am I missing? Nothing. Missing. Ruined buckler. Otherwise nothing. Fair enough. I'm not going for a buckler. There we go, first god gift, and it's a halberd. I don't like halberds, but if my attack speed is still above average with them, it's fair enough. It's very much an interim weapon. It's not a very good weapon. That's fine. Wow, I actually managed to put myself in a worse position by far. Kill yaks as fast as possible to lower the DPS against me. I managed to position myself such that not one or two, but all three yaks were meleeing me. That's awful. Bails off. Red Draconian. Or just beat the crap out of it. It's another solution to every problem, right? Alright, continue to burn ID scrolls on potions. Treeification could be useful at some point, potentially. Whoa, there's boots there. And potentially good ones. Nope, it's an additional pair of cursed boots. We'll ditch the second pair too. Am I still carrying the first pair? No, okay, good. Eat the heck out of whatever I just found. Yeah, I can take on hill orcs very easily here. Next floor, please. Next floor, please. Take down the troll. What am I wearing? Chainmail? Okay, that's fine. Orc leather is not going to be, or troll leather is not going to be better than that. It's going to be worse, almost certainly. Considering I'm actually trying to buff my AC. Okay, I can deal with water moccasins without even slowing down. And wait, I thought I found the lair before. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I could have sworn I'd seen the lair on D8, but I guess I didn't. Maybe it was a mimic? Must have been a mimic. Okay, invisible... Never mind. The thing about invisible horrors is if you just figure out which direction they are, you can kill them, despite the -5 penalty, very quickly with a melee character of this magnitude. It's nice to have See Invisible to figure that out, though. It's also nice to have Resist Poison, but what are you going to do? I have gotten 2 God Gifts thus far this game. Alright, we're good here. We're going to go into the lair. We're deep enough. Continue to try to find magic mapping. Hey, we found it. And that's where we're heading, I'm guessing. That area that doesn't look quite like the others. It doesn't belong. And unlike my wizards, who have to do this while deciding whether or not to take multiple melee attacks on the way, this guy's just like, I'm going to walk through and kill everything on my way there, and I'm not even going to have a hard time doing it. And that's more like it. An artifact glaive. Freeze with random properties. I say they're random. It's not that they're random. It's just there's nothing. There's no synergy to it. That's actually where it is. So we're going in that direction. I should have looked first. Okay. Cold is actually going to be very useful against some of the enemies in the lair. Okay, we're in. I'm gonna eat at least a couple of these things. Pack is full, so let's ditch the dangerous stuff that I don't need or want. Let's also, we out ID scrolls. Let's test drink 1 or 2 potions, magic and buoyancy. Perfect. Stuff we don't need. Ditch the ring of flight. Actually, I might want it someday. Poison resistance, on the other hand, I'm going to want right now, so that's perfect. Or if not right now for the ice cave. Actually, do I have resist cold? I do not. Okay, so that's fine then. Poison resistance is going to be great for the lair. There's all sorts of poisonous things in there that can frustrate. Hell, just... Oh, back off. Just back off a little. Even just the +5 on this glaive is a buff compared to the +3 anti-magic, since I fight so few magical enemies that aren't more easily silenced at this stage of the game by just, you know, killing them. Actually, it's not a halberd, right? It's a glaive, so it didn't even occur to me, but attack speed is average, which is still respectable. Let's, no, that's fine. So still good. There's an ice giant at the end of the tunnel here, so we're just gonna have to take everything out until we reach him. We're gonna berserk for the sake of the ice giant, actually. Sack them all. Eat 1. New glaive. This one is enchantable. It's a venom glaive. That's actually a more valuable property in the lair, since most of my enemies are going to be poison vulnerable. Then... Well, freeze actually deals straight damage, so freeze is actually more useful in general. Animal skin of cold, rune plate armor, doubtlessly of cold resistance, cold ring. We're going to wear... Yeah, we're going to wear the cold resistance armor just so it's ID'd. Oh, it's magic resistance, and it's very good. It doesn't kill any of my speeds here by the looks of it. Probably because we've trained armor to 11. No, its encumbrance penalty has to be higher than that. What's its encumbrance penalty? 18. So yeah, we've got a ways to go to really take all the sting out of it. But we're working on it. We can ditch the magical power ring. Protection from cold is fine. Alright, cool. Out we get. Let's wait for the snowstorm to finish, or not. Yeah, sack the corpse, of course. And then we'll just leave. Yes, we can walk into freezing vapor. We're wearing resist cold. Oh, I'm carrying a pack of useless weapons. That's part of my problem here. Scythe of Venom can go for sure. Anti-magic halberd can go. I do want to keep a single trident in case of worms. Sorry, hydras. Okay, good. Onwards. Oh, hey, don't pick up books. We don't care about books. Trust me, this is not going to be an extended run. I've already made up my mind. I'm just going to kill everything I see. Yay, a hat! And with that, I am halfway to an armor set. A complete armor set. More than halfway to a complete armor set. I had 2 failed pieces of boots, so... Quick glance does not reveal anything. Any new scrolls? Let's try find acquirement scroll. Enchant weapon. Shit. It'll have to be the Glaive of Venom, obviously. Silence is fine. Actually, silence is a great tool for a berserker. You pop a potion of berserk rage if you have to, and otherwise your abilities are mostly intact. Whereas many casters lose their abilities. Ooh, volcano. I should have a spare mapping. Straight down. Here we go. And I am wielding a freeze weapon, so hopefully that'll buy me some pluses to my combat abilities. Sack them all. In we go. Item destruction is no longer a thing, so I don't have to worry about my scrolls burning up. Just me. Oh, there we go. Back up a little bit, give them all room, and then we'll kill them all. Glaive of Flaming is worth picking up. I should have changed to my Chainmail of Fire Resist. I forgot that I even had it. Yeah, no, we're gonna stick with the Ice Glaive while I'm in the Fire Den. Just makes the most sense that way. What are you? A molten gargoyle. Oh, enjoy your molting. Oh, damn it. Potion of Berserk Rage is actually still useful even to a Berserker. For the reasons I said, in situations where you can't use your deity's rage, you can still enter the rage state which you value so much. Executioner Axe of Flaming could also have been a really great find in a different run. Run. Any polearms I ignored that should have been taken? No. Does not appear so, no. Alright, we have explored the entirety of the volcano. Let us leave and continue our progress of massacring the entire floor. Very few god gifts so far. Uberbird, a powerful Tengu conjurer, who just tried to summon a ally ball, which I of course promptly cut in half. Yeah, we're gonna berserk. Our cutting weapon is gonna give it new heads, so we need to make sure our DPS vastly outstrips it. I'm also getting to the point where I've acquired so much food that I will never have to worry about food again. So this Gourmand Amulet is going to be completely superfluous, but I'll let the game actually push me into changing my mind about it. +4 strength, why not? Clearly I need the strength bonus. I mean, look at this guy. 26 strength. Ha! Next floor. Ditch the trident, now that I know that I can kill hydras without it. A swarm of rats is dead. Swarm of rats is dead, and a gift, and it's a Bardich, by the looks of it, nope, just a runic one. Bardich of Flaming with a plus on it is better than Bardich of Flaming without. Maud is dead. Unknown potions are unknown. I accidentally drank mutation, but it was positive, so that's great. Wait, oh shit, I drank positive mutation. And delayed scroll reading is honestly one of the most lethal conditions the game has to offer, so we're gonna cure out of mutation to fix it. And there we go. Problem solved. That's why I was so bold about doing it, is I knew that I had the reversal agent if I needed it. I'm gonna let the centaurs come to me. They're not gonna come to me. Is there a trick to this? Maybe. Yeah, fog. Damn it, fog did nothing. I'd hoped that it would cover their line of sight. Okay, there we go. From here I can kill them all. Centaur almost always butchers into a ton of meat. I'm gonna have to ditch a bunch of wands pretty soon for being not good enough. Alright, floor's done. Next floor. Distant snort? That sounds like a Minotaur's lair. Ah, god damn it. How am I gonna find a Minotaur's lair? Should be auto-ID'd since I'm a Minotaur too. Whatever. See, this is what my wizards could never do. They would be burning all this time making sure that they didn't over-aggress. Very distant clock. Okay then, so it's closer to where I used to be. So let's try here. Runic Glaive of Venom is inferior to my other Runic Glaive of Venom. Yeah, I just auto-fought my way through a fucking swarm of death yaks. Cursed Ring of Telly will not stand. We will actually drop it. Cursed -4 Ring of Protection will not stand. We will drop that as well. We don't need to carry flight. Hear the brisk ticking of a distant clock. God damn it. Very distant clock. So again, we're in the completely wrong space, and it's a Hydra, so we've got to deal with the Hydra correctly. Blowing of the yaks. Brand, we can rebrand. No, we don't need to rebrand any of that. Rebrand the Venom Glaive. Protection is a very cool, epithet. What did I just get? Frantic, very distant. Nope, not gonna find it. He says still trying. Oh my god, found it! Okay, whew, now what? Now we need to find our way out. Do I have digging or disintegration? I do not, so that reduces my abilities to navigate here significantly. No matter, we'll make it. Yeah, see, I would have dug my way through to get to the exact same place I'm at right now. Ooh, black brick already. Promising. We're totally gonna berserk the moment we suspect the Minotaur is afoot. Or just around at all. Even if it's not the foot. Ha ha ha, terrible pun is terrible. Oh, there's a door. I berserked my way around the corner just in case, but he wasn't there. And now I'm walking with no ability to go berserk, and there he is. We can go berserk though, so take a step and berserk and then finish him. Pack is full. What else is here? 2 amulets and a glaive that I want to pick up. Ditch any books that you picked up. Okay. And ditch the potion of mutation, the wands of confusion and paralysis, and random, and magic darts, because I'll always be able to do better, and paralysis. That should help significantly. Also ditch the other book, test the ring, which we are now going to ditch. Ditch. Take the glaive, burn the books, and get out of here. Wielding the newest Bardage is weaker than what I have, so we'll ditch it. Alright, we're good. Off we go. Melt a few of these rats and keep running. My gloves are contain dex, which is a better plus than just neutral gloves, so I'm going to keep my gloves. I wonder if I have to berserk, I don't know, but there's no need to take chances in being wrong here. It's just some food. Next floor. Good players in Crawl know to conserve food. Great players know when not to. Wow, just butchering elephants. Holding my ground as I butcher elephants. Okay, we good here? Next floor. AC 28. Damn, that's just impressive. Okay, so where are our talents now? Polearms have just about hit 20. Everything else is going well. Now I'm going to turn fighting back on, because now the low rate of that, or low level of that, is going to mean faster and faster benefits accrued. Ditch everything again. Frost and Flame. Strength. Test the amulets. Drop that. Test the amulets. Drop that. Test the ring. Ooh, keep that. Test the amulets. I'll hang on to it, but I don't need it. Gormond is still best. What am I wearing ring-wise? Slaying and PR. Poison resist. That's good. Very good. Oh right, you can't eat animals for a while after Gormonding. With that, you take significant satiation loss when eating animals after putting Gormond on. That way you can't just use it as a swap amulet. Don't know why they added that. Seems to me that a swap amulet is perfectly acceptable, but oh well. Doesn't really hurt the game either, since food is such a non-relevant mechanic. Ooh, it's a halberd, but it's stained with ichor. It's a plus 12 halberd of chopping. That's a huge plus. And I probably can wield it with total speed right now. Quite fast and cannot be increased. So I've hit maximum weapon delay reduction on halberds. So I will totally continue carrying this halberd into combat for a while. And just, the plus on it is phenomenal. Alright, we good here? Next floor. Just blowing my way through the lair. This is a situation that I needed to berserk much sooner in. We need to kill this Hydra immediately. See, the reason I didn't back up is I knew the elephants were going to push me back sooner or later, as they're doing now, so they're going to continue to kite for me. So I focused my turns there on killing things instead. We'll butcher one elephant for its meat. There we go. Damn it, another Hydra. Right, I'm no longer wielding a Bardage, so it's a much higher level of damage this thing can tank. I had to use the Fireball just to finish it. Because I'm hitting twice as often, let's say, than the glaive would have, but for half as much damage, and it's growing back heads at higher regeneration rates, so this time the Berserk is even more necessary than it used to be. And we weren't entirely sure it wasn't necessary before either, so, with guaranteed items not being destroyed, a giant stack of Scrolls of Teleport is probably better than a Wand of Teleport, because a Wand of Teleport doesn't stack as high. But I guess evocation like that on self is not going to fail, whereas with reading a scroll you can be mutated such that it would. Okay, Gauntlets of War with plus 5 Slayage will actually be better than Dex plus X, even if that X is like 5, and I'm pretty sure the Dex is just plus 3. It's also a plus 3 AC, piece of glove as opposed to a +2, so we're keeping that, which means I'm running +11 slayage bonus right now on a weapon which is already at max delay, or min delay. Ditch that. We're going to switch over to the glaive and see. It's still above average, but not minimized by skill, which is fine. We can continue training skill. So I'm switching over again. Drop that, please. I'd rather have resistance to cold than vulnerability to fire induced at the same time. And throw on the poison resist. An adder somewhere. Guys, I am just about as bestial as beasts come right now. Okay, next, there's the swamp and spider nest, and the orcish mine is unfound. We're going to do the swamp next. Because, you know, barring a Lernaean Hydra or Mennas or something, actually even Mennas is the wrong type of monster to stop me, I should be able to blow through this pretty expeditiously. If I didn't have resist poison, it'd be a different story. It's Rupert. He's actually somebody who could give me pause. We're going to berserk right back to make sure that we win the fight. I might get Abyssed. I don't know the enemies that are here anymore, but if there's an abyssal enemy, you know, with the lay of the land here, it's going to be very hard for me to reach them and bludgeon them quickly enough. I'm also going to ditch all... If I get to a 12-slice pizza, I'll ditch all 12 slices, I guess. What do I not need to carry with me? Do I have ID scrolls? I have so many ID scrolls. Let's ID fire, and let's ID digging, because those are great utility. And then we'll drop a stack of unneeded wands. I'm never going to wear a resist cold ring, even in a... I didn't even wear it in the ice cave, so I'm definitely not going to wear it now. Might, I could use. Agility, I could use. Brilliance, I'll never use. I'll just use restore abilities instead. Cancellation, I don't think I'll use it. Lignification, I'll never use. Ambrosia, I'll never use. I would probably lose before I ended up using those things. And if there was a situation where they would be the right thing, it wouldn't even occur to me to use them. Technically, this is a noisy glaive. Sorry, technically this being a noisy glaive should be a negative. In practice, I'm so powerful that it doesn't hurt me that this thing is noisy. I remember when I first started playing Crawl, I want to say version 9, 0.9, no, 0.8, before 0.8, it was possible to take a step into deep water and the game wouldn't even warn you, it would just let you do it, and then laugh as you tried not to drown. Oh, crap. Right, I'm wielding the glaive right now, so I have all the chance in the world to win melee with those things. Off we go. Jogrun is apparently a very dangerous enemy because he can turn you to stone, so I'm going to put on magic resistance before dealing with him. I also stayed for several turns in range of a alligator in water, which is a classic mistake, but, you know, when berserked, the only thing that's going to stop me right now is going to be demonic level enemies, torment, and giant swarms. Great sling. I will leave that be. Brah. Brah. Get out of the water before attacking a Hydra. Oh, I have cold damage on this, so the Hydras get slowed as well. I don't know if that negates their regeneration, but it certainly lowers their DPS. Plus, high AC is kind of Hydra's kryptonite, because each of their blows has to try and get through that, so even if they have 10 attacks, all 10 are at a huge negative to hit. Alright, there we go, back to full. 2 sacrifices. And this is why I don't like berserking, because I very rarely want to stand still the 10-12 turns it takes to recover from the berserk. Oh, what is a Thorn Hunter? Well, it hurts, so we're going to get out of the way. Holy crap, this thing hits like a truck. Heal wounds, step towards it, and then kill it. Don't hit yourself, please. Okay, turn on regen MR and survive. I don't know what that thing was. Predatory marsh plant possesses motility, rudimentary stalks prey swiftly, creating sudden profusions of blind brim, and then skewering the trappers with accurate balls from razor-sharp thorns. Wow, well, that's a bitch. I'm shocked that something that powerful can be in the lair. Probably a good thing that I found that out on a melee monster like this, as opposed to a honest caster. Oh, I have Sentinel's Mark. Excellent. So everything is going to fight me at once. Bring it. If ever there was a Ghazlal character, it was definitely a Minotaur. But without being a Berserker, it was not nearly as good. A Minotaur Berserker of Ghazlal would be nice. If you had all the benefits of being a Berserker, but you were also a Ghazlalite. Where are we at? Longbow. Yet another in the the chain of ironic gifts given by my deity. Kill them all. Kill them all. Okay, great. Ditch the wand. Actually, a wand of lightning could be useful. We're gonna ditch the glaive of protection, and the bardiche of flaming we'll keep because it's a bardiche. Oh, it's a bardiche. So it's higher powered than most of my other weaponry, especially with that plus. It's not like it lacks the plus. What is that? Shambling mangrove. Don't know anything about it except that it dies to a plus 11 slayage bonus Minotaur with a high ranked weapon. To be fair, so do a lot of things, sir. So do a lot of things. Next floor. Oh, where's the Hydra? Where's the Hydra? Yeah, I whipped out the fire to finish it. Next floor, please. This is the last floor, so expect at least some modicum of resistance before I will find the rune. Could have sworn there was an alarm that I had missed not that far back from here. And I was up, fire, back, start finishing things off. Okay, excellent. I was meaning to leave a swamp dragon alive and butcher it for its hide, and I'll do that now. Okay, there's several of them coming. This is a good chance to decide whether or not to retreat. I think I'd like to have the option. They're trying to pin me in. Bardiche of Flaming. Get off the water. Berserk. Kill Hydras. Kill dragons. Kill more dragons. Kill more dragons. Kill drakes. Kill more dragons. Kill drakes. Okay, where are we at? Fear. Should get most of them off of me, and then I'll just leave. I'm still wielding flaming, right? So this should still work. Okay, great. That's all of them. Get out. Okay. That was unfortunate. I wasn't double dipping, I know that. Switch over to a better weapon and heal wounds for the buff. The Mephitic guy actually did me a huge favor and Mephitic'd all of my enemies. Turn on regen MR. Finish killing other stuff. And we're golden. Swear I had a plan for that the whole time. Not, coming up and finding out that I was surrounded, but before that part. The whole taking on up to 20 enemies at once. Whip out fire. You know what, let's see if we can do it without going to fire. We can. Okay, so, you know, I don't have to switch weapons just to deal with Hydras. I'm not letting the Vine Stalker have the satisfaction this time. We're going to immediately take it on and finish it off. Take it on, finish it off. Ha 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 ha. Time is it? 4 in the morning? That's fine. Doing good. Kill it. There we go. Dragon hide is left behind. Now if I ever decide I want a swamp dragon armor, I can come back for this. Alright, we cleared this floor again, so now we go downstairs and we just keep decompressing. The fact is, with the sheer number of mobs we killed, you can be fairly certain that the rune chamber is significantly less guarded than it was when we started this sleigh ride. And by sleigh ride, I mean sledge ride! Okay, what just happened? I'm getting rooted by mangroves? Okay, so take the mangrove on. Kill everything that comes at me. I'm well out of range of staircases, so if I get set upon by too many, I have to remember to initiate teleport early. But it appears that that's not going to be a concern, because we just took a rune. Let's finish this floor for the loot and the experience. Oh my god. That thing is brutal. Just brutal. Look how much damage it did, considering that I am at the very least, like, by mage standards, I'm already casting Fireball. Or, sorry, Firestorm. Like, relative power to where this guy is at. Alright, next is the Spider Nest, I believe? Now, this is not, for those of you who are taking notes on how to play well, this is not that. You're supposed to try and rack up some experience before you go on to complete the runes. At the very least, you're supposed to get, you know, before you do the final floor of these dungeons. I'm just being brash because I'm an angry minotaur with a big axe who's tired of playing weak characters, for a little while at least. Cursed Stasis is a death sentence. I can't afford to have it on. Put back on Gourmand and accept that I won't be eating for a little while. That's fine. Snorg is not even a threat. Butcher him. Nikola Tesla is a threat. He could very well kill me quickly. Do I have resistance? If I have resistance, I'll quaff it. Yes. Pretty sure that gives me resist-elec. Now he is significantly less dangerous. He didn't use his golden move that would have made him dangerous, but he has the ability to just cast this move where he bounces electric bolts between you and him. So if he's at melee range, it's like being blown up by Rise in League of Legends. And that was from the Snorg I butchered I just finished eating. I butchered Snorg in the lame attempt to get his hide. Nothing quite like wearing a named creature's hide. Oh, Nessos. I will chase you down, sir. I can be all clever and move at the speed of a hasted, blinking centaur with fire arrows, but can you deal with the fact that one of my glaive strikes can kill you from full health? Oh damn, a wolf spider is very tough. More so than I'm giving him credit for, clearly. Because I am crippled, I'm forced to use an ally to try and help me out here. Thank you. Oh, it's Arachne as well. God damn. They really sent everyone at me right after I was berserked and hasted and all tapped out. So I really did have to use an ally of Trog to survive. Which hurts my piety a little, but considering I haven't used that piety for much. Positive energy, I'll take magic resistance. Off we go. Back to the fray. What are y'all gonna do? I would love to sack all these bodies if they're still fresh. Nope. Many of them are not even there anymore. I may have moved too fast. But it was good to prioritize staying alive, I suppose. Izul will require increased magic resistance, because he can put you to sleep otherwise. And then Berserk, because he can kill you very quickly if he gets the correct hits off. After that... Alright, that's awful. Cure... And I actually can probably just get into melee with him. Nope, I'm held in a net. I need this to hit the wall and not me. It hit me and not the wall. Fear. Regen MR. And regen MR again. Hey, if you melee me, I will kill you. It's only when you're dancing around me and using orbs that I can't do shit to you. Okay. Excellent. Okay. And we're back to our regularly scheduled OP-ness. Penis. Alright, floor's done. Next floor. True story, with orb spiders, it is often the correct move to charge them down, even if there's an orb that is coming towards you, to move towards the orb, because that weakens the orb's damage if it doesn't have quite as many turns to come at you. See, like this, he's going to fire an orb eventually, but it'll be too little too late. The issue, see, that only moved one turn, and it did like 20 damage. If I had tried to run from it and failed, it would have taken a lot more damage out of me. Shadow Trap is Shadow, so we'll find a nice bottleneck and we'll survive. Alright, seriously, come on, bitches. Hit the teleport. This is just starting to turn south for me. Do I have to drop any wands here? Yeah, random effects and magic darts, please. Kill them all. Mara can potentially be very dangerous, so we'll kill her too. Ah, crap, she blinked at a very good time for her. I will beat the shit out of you. There we go. Oh, Demon Trident of Electrocution. It's not a good item. I'm not sure why I picked it up. It's a relatively weak weapon, and while it's nice for a guy with a lower min delay than me, my min delay, or my training is such that I probably get minimum delay off of, well, yeah, my glaive is at minimum delay. My Bardiche is maybe not. No, my Bardiche is not. Still chasing it down so that it can't get a shot. Okay, good, 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 good. Please ignore that. Yes, please ignore that. Oh my god, spiders and bears and tigers. Or whatever that phrase is. All of this made possible all of this brought to you by a special grant from the Yes, We Gave You a Single Ring of Poison Resistance Corporation. Without that, this would have been... Well, let's just say I wouldn't have done this branch, at least not yet. Okay, good. Next floor. And this is still not 5, so there's more to go. This is still a noisy weapon, so I can't be surprised that enemies tend to find me and tend to cluster on me pretty quick. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Again, a case of chase them down, don't let them build up. I have 5 blink scrolls and several teleport scrolls, so if I do end up overextending, I can double blink to safety. It's an option I have, not a requirement. Blow a ID scroll. And ditch the wand. Test the ring. Alright, and switch it back. You know, that would be an interesting build, is learning to be an evocator as a melee specialist, and then using invisibility to give me tons and tons of stabbing opportunities. Because think about it, thanks to the way they calculate the stabbing formula, I guess stealth would be working against me, because I'm not going to be able to train stealth. So it's annoying that enemies can trip those traps. Tripped it on purpose just to get rid of it. Oh my god, come on. Come on! You know what's happening is, now that the spawns of enemies are also tripping the trap. Yes. Get me out of here. Thank you. Seriously, that fucking shadow trap refuses to go. Okay, you know what? I got an idea. Give me a path. I'm literally playing that like not like a character, but like, I'm playing that in character for my character whose all his intelligence is unfortunately coming through his weapon, as opposed to from his head. Literally. Come on, where's those damn eels now that I'm in range? That's right. Bitches know what happens when I come here. Everything dies. Okay. Redbacks. Greenbacks. Redbacks pay me the greenbacks, bitches! Woo! Tarantalara. Excellent. Keep sacking. Keep killing. Sack and kill. Sack, kill. Potion of resistance. Kill spiders. Watch the electric eel. Charge the electric eel. I don't have resist elect yet. I actually don't have any resists for the most part. Gold Dragon Armor will fix that late game, but until then, I feel quite naked. Am I wearing boots? I'm not wearing boots. Third pair I found all game, and hey, it's actually not negative. Alright, now we're on a real floor. A lot of really nasty creatures are doubtlessly living on this floor, so we need to be at least token respectful to the floor, which means I should really triple dip. You know what, let's do that. Let's figure out where all the entrances and exits are and make sure that they're all clear. Okay, well that one's just not going to see a lot of use. And I come up on Circe, who is a mage with very, very high magic pen, I believe would be the term, so I need good magic resistance. Or who fights against magic resistance, or who's resisted by magic resistance, or whatever. Okay, Norris is going to be interesting. How am I going to... Let's just berserk. Kill all the riffraff first. Oh man, he got me. He confused me. That's bad. Cure out of confusion, please. And I think we need to run for it. It's Chuck Norris, man. That could hurt. That could hurt badly. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to tank it, because if I'd taken a step away, it would hurt even worse. And then just get out. I forgot that I was slowed, so what normally would have taken X amount of time was taking longer. I was just too focused on, you know, the imminent danger of being around Chuck Norris. So, regen, berserk again, and then focus down Chuck Norris. And the early regen was not for the regen, it was for the MR. Because Chuck Norris had confused me once and I didn't want him to do it again. Okay, now that that's cleared, let's just get back to working the floor. And god damn, am I glad I did the staircase approach, and in so doing, dealt with Chuck Norris ahead of time. Wow, that orb is gonna hurt if it lands. Yeah, this is good. Just kill them all. Just kill them all. I do have a restore abilities, right? Okay, good. So, this dastardly low intelligence. My intelligence is so bad that if I were to unwield this weapon, I would become brainless. Truth be told, next time I have a voluntary level up stat, I'm probably going to put it in intelligence, just to give me myself a little bit better of a buffer, especially for the end game that I have in mind. I think I can escape it. Yeah, I escaped it. Forced him out. Yay, extra resistance potions. Alright, all these things are downed. For the moment, I don't want to go there. I will go there last. Yeah, you can leave that behind. Okay, good. So we've gotten everywhere that we can go. So now, what did we just mark as? Let's unmark that. That looks good. Before I forget, I want to turn off some of these pickups. I don't want rings of ice, even if I find them. Nor do I want darts, paralysis, polymorph, random, slowing, frost flame, or confusion. These effects are all too weak to consider. I also don't want strength. I won't be entertaining extra resist colds or magic powers. And the less scrolls of... Actually, these are all okay, I guess. Yeah, these are all okay, I guess. Potions of agility I will entertain. I will not entertain brilliance anymore. Flight is fine, haste is fine. Might, I won't entertain magic anymore. And please don't pick up books. I just burned them. Okay, that should be enough for now. In we go. So here we are actually attempting the rune chamber, but I have see invisible, so one of the most terrifying threats I've already dealt with. I'm keeping this guy alive a few turns longer because I want the orb spider nullified. Yep, that worked. Keep the regen MR. The piety loss doesn't matter in this situation. Charge the orb. It's not gonna hurt. Okay, that hurt. We need to back out. The orb spiders will make short work of me on the way out if I don't. But if they're gonna stay in range, we've already confirmed that I'm not scared of melee range. You know what? Hit the teleport button. There's gonna be other fights to fight. I don't have to fight these fights. I can definitely do a better job than this if I just come back with full everything. See? It's too easy to get caught in Vietnam, i.e. get into a giant war of attrition with no exit strategy. But if you remember that you have a wand of teleportation backing your several scrolls of the same, dick, and make me chase you into there. I hate orb spiders. You can double zap me all you want. You have to actually have damage behind it for me to give a shit. Rune acquired. And floor complete. Okay, back to the dungeon, please. Rune to triple crossbow. Wow, I hadn't even heard of triple crossbows. That's pretty nifty. Back to the dungeon, please. I'm not going to attempt the slime pits right now for those of you who thought I was a glutton for punishment. Sorry to bust your bubble. Damn it, it's the same fucking trap! I don't believe that one trap is triggered so many times. Dungeon, please. Okay. And we haven't found Orc yet, so we'll keep running. Brah, kill them all. I mean, at this point I am stupidly powerful. There's very few Bardiches in the dungeon, unfortunately. I'm holding all of them. I'm also really collecting these ID scrolls at this point. Vampires down. We will actually burn a point on intelligence since my base int is 4. Should really get that up to 5 or 6. So I've programmed my tab fighting via the init file to stop when I'm at 50% health. Oh, I went down a floor by mistake. I meant to go into the Orcish mines. But, I mean, while I'm here, I'm happy to kill everything. Absolutely everything. I'm wielding a noisy weapon. I guess it's much noisier than I'm thinking, because everybody's coming to me. Can you imagine doing that as a mage, and then having to deal with everyone coming right at you, and if you let up, then you're locked out of the floor because you're surrounded like that? God damn. Mages have it so much worse than brawlers. I should specify glass cannon mages. Obviously there are tanky mages is another thing. Oh god, this is the only means of healing I have at my disposal. That's downright terrifying. Ditch the wand of fireball, please. And just ditch that amulet, whatever it is. I didn't much care to find out, so. Okay, floor is done. So now go to the Orcish mines, please. Just kill everything. I mean, if I've cleared out 2 runes, what the hell challenge can the Orcish mines offer me? Do I have a magic map? I do, I have 3. Then I don't need to buy anything. Do I have all of these things? I do, but the hat may be runic. It was not. Alright, next floor. First person to remind me. Well, I guess nothing. Okay, so there's no point in reminding me that I am missing possible Orcish mine branches. I'm well aware of it. I'm also totally indifferent to it. I'm just barreling through here for the shops. A little bit of experience, nothing really specific. Slage plus 3 with that kind of minuses would be. You'd have to be a retard. And if you weren't, wearing it would give you int minus 5, so you'd become a retard. So that totally works out. Sentinel's mark is a good thing for me, actually. It just makes it easier for me to kill everyone. It compels them to come to me in droves so that they can all get slaughtered. But yeah, I am hoping for a nice armor or a good weapon, but really just an armor from one of the stores at the bottom. Because I've got the cash. And of course, while I kill things and sack their bodies for piety, I'll eventually probably get 1 or 2 god gifts out of this branch too. All these things are dying. Okay. Keep it going. Oh, here we go. There's the god gift. It's a decent axe, I'm sure. I don't use axes, so it doesn't matter to me. Eat 1 of them, just to keep me topped off. Okay, that's clear. Next floor. Ooh, this is Orc 4? Okay, so this is the last floor, actually. And all of these guys are summons? And that was a... Oh my god, what a cruelly placed mimic. We're gonna get out of here. I don't know how many of these are real and how many are fake and how many are durably summoned and how many aren't, so we'll go through a different door. Hopefully buy them enough time to disappear on their own if they're fake. Actually, let's go upstairs and buy them even more time. Okay, so all those are negative. Okay. Okay, shouts are fine. Shouts don't bother me. I can fuck the shouts in the face. Wow! That is a cool looking icon for a triple sword. It's a silly concept, obviously, a triple sword. But I do believe Ali radiallahu anh used a double sword in real life, so it's not entirely without precedent, but triple sword? I mean, come on, the blades would just get in the way of each other. Cyclops. So this was just a meat cake basement floor with lots of ogres, few trolls, and beefy fucks. If I got a Bist right now, I would actually favor my odds of survival right now. Fuck. Okay, the Shadow Trap should run out eventually, but if my experience in Spider was anything to go by, Shadow Traps have a stupid longevity to them. Even after you've killed tons and tons of summons. Alright, what do we got here? Good rods, I'm sure. That's about it. I can just use wands instead and I don't have to unwield. Ring mail is too low tier of a mail. I will, of course, always take an extra tele scroll. Gadgets, nothing of note. Wand of Invisibility is actually an interesting option. I'll take one of those. I'm not sure of how I'm going to use it, but my instinct says it'll be useful. Like on this floor, for example, if I had gone invisible, I would have had a stab on every single stab opportunities on all these ogres, and they would have had -5 to hit, and the stab training would have been 12 because 24 in polearms and 0 in stealth. Still respectable. Okay, that's the Orcish Mines complete. Because I can, let's go to the Elven Halls. Now that you can kill the summoner to kill the summons, this place is significantly less terrifying than it used to be, where they could summon a tier 1 demon or a tormentor, and even if you kill them, you still are probably half dead. And also, this place was just a treasure trove for item destruction because every element is represented, so fire and ice shatter all your shit and burn all your shit. But now that doesn't happen either. Oh man. Let's regen MR a little bit, just to be safer. Cursed Dagger, Sword, Evening Star. Okay, don't care. When you gonna give me a bard each? When you gonna give me a bard each? Is that a manual? No, it's a book. Burn it. I don't even need to look to know I don't want it. Actually, in this place, resist fire is just more useful, but oh well. Okay, floor 1 complete. Close the door. Let them come to me. Focus down the summoners, since they're the ones who can swarm. And now that they're all dead, I have nothing to worry about. Eat one of them in totality. Hunting slink. Seriously? The conjurers come to me. Look like a Count Dracula's orc. I can take you guys on. Boom. Take you on too. Take all you guys on. Don't know what that does, but it's probably acquirement, considering how late in the game I'm finding it. It is always acquire armor. That's the only thing on my body that I like right now. What are you offering? Resist poison, become more vulnerable to magic, and resist necro +2, MP -9. Nah, I've got to take +3 AC with slayage bonuses. It's just better. Thanks for the offer, though. Ooh, Hall of Blades entrance with enchanted weapons aplenty on the way. Come to me, bitches. I don't care what temple you guard. Oh, wow, maybe I care a little what temple you guard. Why don't you guys come single file? It'll be easier. You know what I would love right now? A heal wounds wand. Probably should have acquired heal wounds. Oh well. What is this? This isn't the end. It's not even... Yeah, it's not the 3rd floor. So it's not the end yet. This is... And I'm very far in, honestly. We're gonna cure out and teleport. I mean, I don't know what the hell that is, but it's painful as shit. I don't want to die to him. They are on to me, which is fine. Just shout for them to come. I want them to decompress the chamber. I don't want to attack them all v1 again. If they keep coming at me like this, I can definitely take them on. Okay, so far so good. Let the poison peter out. Close the door. Bring them to me. Close the door. Extend my head. It's a Blade Master. It's a downed Blade Master. Close the door. Again, regen MR. Turn that thing back on. Okay. Now we're pretty comfortable. Take out the axe. Wait for the other. Take out the axe. Trident and a quick blade. So maybe there is no Hall of Blades anymore? Oh, kill the Demonologist. See, that's what I'm talking about. If this had been old version, all of those summons would have been real. And just the existence of several demons like that would have meant your best bet was to retreat off the floor or to teleport away, which would have meant delaying your flow, versus just kill the summoner and keep moving. Being a good answer. Okay, so there isn't a Hall of Blades here, but this is the layout of the Hall of Blades exactly. Maybe Hall of Blades as a branch has been removed, I don't know. You know, in keeping with the let's get rid of any branch that isn't super hard, like the Hive used to be. Alright, that's good. Deep Elf Conjurer, die. I'll eat you. Next floor. This is the last floor. There is no there is no teleport control, so it's kind of a be advised scenario. Kill Luis, please. And then sack him. And then check out the store. Nothing I care about. Good. Easy retreat should I need one. My intelligence is recovering. I am very far from the easy retreat now. Kill the summoner. The summons will die with it. Another glaive. Still no Bardich. Gotcha. No way to avoid that summon, but we can back off. Actually, we just got tormented. We can hit teleport. It almost doesn't matter where. Heal wounds. Great. They are right around the corner. This is still a really unsafe position. But as long as they don't all attack at once, there's only so much they can do to me. You'll notice how I didn't berserk in that fight, because that would have really pigeonholed me, and if I didn't succeed against everything, I would have lost for sure. So I couldn't afford to. Okay, again, back off. Don't want them free summoning. Good, very good. Okay, we in good shape here. Close the door. Close the door. That's a much more than one of them right now, so close the door until they're all in range. And then, again, now I'll berserk, because I can see 6. I can take on 6. 1, 2, 3, step. Oh, I see. I got tormented. 4, 5, 6, plus 1, escape. Absolutely liberal in my use of regen MR right now, since I don't have any heal wounds to work with. Goddamn summoners keep showing up, you demonologists, whatever. Don't you dare hit me with hellfire. Piece of shit. Okay, sack all the corpses, please. Have ourselves a regular old little barbecue. Okay, good. Off we go. Just enough to prompt them to send more peeps, which I will then kill. And then back off because corrosion. Where the shit are you guys coming from? Okay, corrosion is resolved. Flight is resolved. Explore the rest of the dungeon. I want to make sure I have more safe harbors to teleport to than not. Clear the doors so I can keep closing them behind me. Patience. I'm going to eat a pre-eater ration so I don't have to worry about it. That drain is a pain. This is bad. If I charge them and it turns out there's 2 more, it's worse. So fog, and then step away. Let them come to me through the fog. That worked very well, actually. Because by the time they could see me, they were stuck taking me on 1 or 2 at a time. Now, I'll go the round way to get out. And then we'll just take everybody on, because I'm much stronger than they are. Great. Like I said, I am much stronger than they are. I'm not even going to pick up a ruined glaive. I have a very good artifact glaive, and I'm looking for a good bardiche. I'd settle for a runic bardiche, but I want an artifact. Fencer's gloves give me evasion, dex, and slayage. Versus my gloves, which just give me massive slayage. Dex plus 6 is a lot, evade plus 3 is nice. I actually really like the Fencer's gloves here. It's a little bit better of a balance than I'm otherwise getting. But ultimately, I'm giving up plus 1 AC and plus 3 Slay for plus 6 Dex, plus 3 evasion, not counting the evasion I get through the Dex. So that's probably a reasonable trade. I don't know, I'd have to do the math. And I don't want to. Plus 2 Ring of Protection versus a Cursed minus 3. Well, I will not be using the Cursed minus 3. Plus 2 AC is not a lot, but poison resistance can potentially save my life. So, yeah, we'll do that for now. Fire, cold, fire, cold. Lose lightning, it tends to miss. Lose the un-ID'd fire. Because when am I going to fire that off? Lose brand weapon. Because at this stage... Actually, I might end up just branding the one Bardich I actually have if I can't find another for the rest of the game. Poison resist back on. Enchant weapon is there. Helmet I can't wear. Remove curse back. More books to burn. Okay, that's that. I'll finish this floor off and then we'll get out of here. I do not want to play around with that guy. We'll play 50 questions to figure out where he was. Okay, off we go. Dungeon again. Oh my god, what the shit? Oh, it's a... I do not like shadow traps. I don't like them at all. There's so few ways to deal with them. Enemies trigger them, including the summoned enemies, so they just chain into this morass of durably summoned bullshit. I think that the design of those... I like the concept, but I think the design has to be redone in such a way that every character has a fair chance of dealing with them, instead of them just being instant teleport bait. Being immediately put at the center of a burst 2 worth of enemies is enough to kill most characters who aren't, you know, suitably overpowered. And it'd be one thing if the answer was tough luck, don't hit it again, be careful to avoid it. Okay, well and good, it's a trap after all. But enemies can trigger it also, so even doing that isn't enough. And intentionally tripping it when you're in a position of power to disarm it doesn't work, because it doesn't get disarmed that way, and you can't swing at it to disarm it either, because they took that ability out or whatever, so... Wow, I just meleeed a freaking confusion piece. I'm sorry, guys. I've killed off Elf 3. Do you really think I'm scared of you? I'm probably gonna get shafted if I push my luck here. Ooh, Josephine. And company, all dead. Wow, that slime became how big before I killed it? Titanic. I could have died in one shot against a Titanic slime if it had hit. Probably shouldn't have been so hasty. Ignore the amulet, please. I mean, are you not satisfied with your current amulet? Do you want a better? You have resist mutation for the end game. You've got Gormon for stables. If it was a artifact, I'd take my chances. But on just any old amulet, it's not even worth checking. Alright, I'm fading fast, guys. It is late. I'm tired, but... God damn, this is just going so well. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's an unknown scroll. I'll test it. It's probably Torment. Actually, it really is probably Torment. Let's pick it up and ID it. Summoning. Summoning is not valuable to me. Probably should be, in fairness. Having a crowd of meat bodies surround me is a great escape mechanism. One that I can't do on my own. This is actually the worst luck I've had with Traw gifts in a long time. Normally by this point in the game I would have numerous top tier weapons to use, be that Executioner's Axe or War Axe or whatnot. Not War Axe, sorry, Battle Axe or whatnot. But here I'm just stuck on glaives for days. It's so tempting to just stand in range of an orc and be like, I'm not going to hit you. I'm just going to stand here until you kill yourself trying to hit me. Because that's what happens, you know, with Minotaurs. They get a revenge attack for every miss. Thanks to reach, I often am not even in melee. I'm not even getting hit by these things as I charge them. Oh. Alright, here we go. Depths, which is its own branch now, I guess, but is basically just D20 through 27 level power, but with extra EXP thrown on top. You can and do see gold dragons in the depths. Not taking my chances. I think this guy's running penetration or something, because those are still hurting a lot. You know, I've used Ally of Trog once this whole game, so even allowing for me playing well, it's still a phenomenally low number. That was an octopode of some kind. Okay, we're gonna ditch the tiny ring of not very protected protection, the potions of something. Let's ditch the pizza. At this stage of the game, I clearly don't need it. Spare hat is not useful. Fruit gathered. 7 blink scrolls. I've blunked twice, I believe, for life saving. I still remember how careful I was with that initial one to make sure that I had saved it. Oh, gateway to hell. Go figure, huh? Lajatang of electrocution, orb of evil. Shit! I got mutated and I wasn't paying attention. Alright, from now on we're going resist mutation. If mutators exist in this area, I don't want to give them the benefit. Alright, I can't eat meat now because I just took off Gourmand. But if you look, and I have 30 to 40 rations, not factoring in my other permafoods, I could probably stay at Engorged for the rest of the game, assuming an average rate of food find, and not even notice. My weapon periodically makes noise, and then I hear a shit ton of enemy response. That's why I'm getting these periodic swarming moments. Oh right, I took off resist poison. No, I didn't. Then I just can't eat it because I'm not engorged, right? These are ugly things and very ugly things, so super dangerous. Be sure to leave myself a little bit of space to deal with them. These are summons, all being summoned by I don't even know what. I'm assuming it's the red demon. Nope, it was the purple thing. The shadow demon was doing it. Pandemonium. It's worth considering at some point, but not just now. Melee characters in Pan will have a very hard time. Situations like this are going to occur fairly often where I'm being pelted from range, but meleeing at something else, and berserk early, because you won't get to do it often. I don't know what the summoner is, but I'm guessing it's the Lich, or the Mummy. No, it's probably the Lich. Melee the Lich. Okay, I failed to kill the Lich. I need to blink out of this. I'm constricted. I need to blink out though, so 2 attempts failed. Again, 2 attempts succeed. Fail. Instantly kills the Lich. Problem solved. Standing next to a teleport trap is a fantastic place to be, because you can always use it to escape. Except that now that enemies trigger my own traps, fuck! Well, I'm getting flayed. That's why my health went so low. I was being flayed at the same time as I was being summon raped. Kill the boggart. Everything else will drop. How bad? Pretty bad. Berserk. Yeah, this is a good time. And my health bank is massive. Go around the other side. I should probably have butchered the dragon just in case I don't find a gold dragon and I need something armor-wise. But no, fire gold dragon's coming. I should be fine well before I see any orbs of fire or anything like that. There we go. There's a butchery done just in case I need nice dragon armor at some point, and I have the enchant scrolls to spare. Probably should have at least checked what that artifact was in case I valued like an invocable ability on it or something. I mean, if it said AC plus 20, I'd care, but no. I mean, it's a mace. When am I ever going to switch to a mace? Even if I'm running for my life, I'll probably still have better odds getting out with my weapon. There we go. Perfect. Pull, and then they're all in front of me. Okay, get out of here. Just get out of here. Don't know what the hell I'm dealing with, don't really care. That mess looked like a mess. Holy crap, that's a lot of shit. And I'm so drained that even all of that didn't fix me. Haven't left the staircase here. It's like meat, that meat arena or whatever where you get the infinity damage cleaver. All the damage you need is right there at the door. I'm not vulnerable to fire, so the Lindworm is not especially dangerous. You know, considering my resistance to poison, I do get poisoned a fair amount. What is that, an iron dragon? I'll take it on. A lot of enemies coming. Let us, again, duck into a corner. Bone dragon? Yep. I can take on a bone dragon. Intelligence again, please. Get it up to 6. It's a reasonable place for it to be, so if I take off my weapon, I still have intelligence. That's a lot of enemies coming, and many of them are coming from the sorcerer, so let's kill the sorcerer. And that should fix a lot of the problems. We'll turn on a regen MR because of how low I've gone. Butcher 1 corpse. I don't need to because, again, I'm no longer operating on Gourmand time. Oh, they're just embroidered. No problem. I'm already passing up on Dex gloves at this point, so anything that isn't an artifact is not even worth considering in my glove slot. I did pick up Acquirement. The reason I haven't immediately acquired armor with it is I'm thinking. Much as the thing I want most right now is a good weapon upgrade, but I'm not willing to burn a acquirement scroll on something that I'm consistently getting god gifts for. That's just incredibly counterproductive. I'm considering using it on a wand and hoping for a wand of healing because I lack the heal wounds ability. But I do have 2 heal wounds pots. I'll probably find a few more before this game is out. And yeah. Of course, if the armor that I do acquire ends up being shit, I'll be much happier if I got a wand. But then again, I could just pick up a wand that's shit too. So, you know, sometimes all bets are off. Let's get rid of this unused deal. Okay, I want to point out that if you search for hats, I have found a stupid number of hats that I don't need. And burning those 2 blink scrolls immediately was probably the right move to get me out of that jam I was in earlier. And if I had waited even a little bit, it would have been much worse for me. Can sack those now. Can sack those too. Go ahead and eat your 38th ration. If you're wondering why I'm being so liberal with food, that's your answer. Oh, wait. Okay, beautiful. I'll take this fight. Kill the gold dragon first. Kill anything that will actually die to extend my berserk period. Double Ettins need to die. Eidolon can die. Use reach to extend the amount of damage I can get out of this, and then huddle. Butcher the gold dragon corpse. And yes! Got lucky. Where's my enchant armors? We're gonna dump them all into the gold dragon hide right now. Okay, that should max it. So if I put on, what is the maximum enchantment? It should say, oh, plus 12. Okay, so we can go further then. Am I out of enchant armor scrolls? Yes, I am. Okay, that's fine then. Put it on. We're going to go from 3820. Oh, we're going to go to 3820 for AC and EV, which is fantastic. But also poly-resist has been gained, which means that the poison resistance ring is now superfluous. The poison resist ring is now superfluous. We will cure out of this mutation because that's going to improve my AC by 6 more points. Resist mutation is definitely the right ring. Amulet. In terms of jewelry, plus 2 protection is a really shitty ring, but if that actually might be the best thing I found so far. And that's just sad. Oh well. Yeah, no, we're not putting that on. But there we go. We finally got a significant power spike after a rather long time at the same power level. Which has been an exceptional power level, please to understand, just, you know, stagnant and awesome. As opposed to dynamic awesome. Giant eyeball paralyzes me, and I kill all the eyeballs. End comes to me. Shout repeatedly until the end comes to me. I take it out in 2 hits. Forgot to sacrifice the Etten. Where's my opportunity? I'm up at the skeleton by now. Next floor. Brrrr! Kill them all. I no longer care about dragon armors. Ain't no way in hell I'm burning anything on dragon armor except the one I've already got. Okay, so there's no more scrolls of enchant armor. There are plenty of weapon enchant scrolls, but I'm not running them. This is an awful situation, and we're just going to burn a teleport to get out of it. We kill the Lich. I'll take whatever kills I can get, but that flay effect is really getting to me. And the thing about that particular flay effect is I couldn't reach the flayer because he was behind arbalest-wielding Yak-War squadrons, who would have chipped me down the last remaining necessary bit of health, probably. Pain is a bitch. I suspect that's what was hitting me and making the screen flash red each time. Cut health in half. You know, when you have 200 health is a rather significant blow. You're a significant blow. I'll blow you significantly. Where are we at here time-wise? How long have I been playing this character? Da 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 da. I don't see a time. Oh, there we go. Not even 2 hours yet. Take the Minotaur on. Battle Distortion. corrosion didn't kill me. Great. Raksasha. Halberd is even weaker than a glaive. The Gonu altar somehow gets into our dungeon. Alright, next floor. Ooh, bazaar. Ooh, piece of candy. I want to pull some people into the bazaar with me. Oh, damn it, you can't pull. Okay. We'll take a recharge scroll. Pretty much without a second's thought. No food worries. Manual of stealth. I don't care. I don't even care to master stealth. Although I might, if it turns out there's nothing else worth buying here. Resist electricity is a really valuable resistance for me right now, but I'm not switching out my dragon armor, so that's that. Boots of flying. It's technically a better enchant than my current boots, which are unenchanted. Closed and exit store. Well, what the hell, why not? We don't need brilliance. Okay, we'll turn on stealth training. Actually, we're gonna... Oh, I mastered polearms at some point. We'll leave on armor and fighting and focus on stealth, just to burn through this book really quick. It's a total waste of points since I'm a minotaur with a noisy weapon right now, but you never know. I might eventually find a non-noisy weapon or be gifted one. If Shaw could get off his lazy ass and send his level 27 massive strength minotaur a goddamn weapon worthy of his arm. Enchanted Demon Blade. Be sacked. Okay. On we go. Several curing potions, but still no heal wounds. I never put the... Yeah, I never put the shoes on. There we go. You guys honestly think confusing me is even going to take 3 steps out of my trip? You're dead wrong. Literally dead and wrong. Haha! Do I not have See Invisible anymore? Nope, it's on my weapon. I totally have See Invisible. Okay, sweet. What the shit is this? Oh! Boots of Flying aren't evocable flight, they're perma-flight. That's awesome! Okay, I really approve of that change. It actually vastly improves the power of this item. And to be blunt, it's appropriate considering that I'm wasting a foot slot on it. Wow, I'm blown away with how much that change makes this item go from I would never really care to using it to I hope I find it because I'm happy to run it. And flight is going to be very useful in some situations, like here where I can fly over water without stumbling to attack. Okay, I guess that's not very useful, but theoretically at least it's useful. Hey, it's a runic Bardich. That's something. Ditch. Oh, and there's a runic ring that I didn't even notice picking up. And it has slaying bonuses on it. But it does make me vulnerable to fire, I guess. Or alternately stated, it maxes my resistance to cold because of my configuration. That's something. Move the curse. Drop the ring of -5 intelligence, please. We will wear... Truthfully, should just wear this ring. And I'm going to drop the Gourmand Amulet. We're past the point of the game of using that. Anti-magic Bardich. Okay, this is going to be controversial, but that is a good enough weapon for Zot 5, and by extension for Endgame. It is a Bardich, which is the top-ranked weapon, and it is an anti-magic, which is good for dealing with some threats that otherwise wouldn't be dealable. I will pour my enchants into it, and then weep when I immediately get a +7 anti-magic bard each drop. Okay, well, I've already maxed it, so there we go. By way of comparison to my previous, freeze enchantment and see invisible is actually probably the more valuable for day-to-day fighting, at least at this stage. Close the door, make the dragon come to me. I still can't believe that I actually started training stealth just because I found a manual for it. It's a total waste of training time. So, astute viewers will realize that I actually have skipped the vault of all places. It's just to prove a point about how OP this character is, that I can do the wrong branches and still be just fine. Oh, the Barduche of Flaming can just get dropped at this stage. We're never going to use it. Not compared to the ring that... Ring of Fire? No. Just no. I'll try out new amulets. No. Resist Mutation is generally going to be more useful. What's going to happen is that, yes, Amulet of Regen is generally more useful, but I won't notice in time to switch at the speed I'm playing. And I'd much prefer to never be mutated if possible. He peats off the floor. Hey, it's just like real life. Okay, and then head to Zot, please. Let's go to the Abyss. Why not? I mean, if I lose the game, I lose the game. I need to get over this. I might lose. There was a way out of the Abyss. But we are not here to leave the Abyss. We are here to stay in the Abyss. Scrolls take longer to read. I do have Resist Mutation on, so I'm already doing everything I can to not let that happen. The getting mutated, I mean. Zymes or Zymes. So these purple stars have to be dealt with ASAP on account of the temp mutations. But apparently temporary mutations are very temporary. I mean, look, I've already cleared my previous mutations. Agility, give me something to dive deeper with. Vampiric Mage. Oh, crap. You know, I didn't even consider this possibility, but do I have the ability to cure out my intelligence if my intelligence craps out on me? Oh yeah, I have 6 restore abilities, that's fine. Also, please never, ever play around with hunger while you're here. Just go to full satiation and stay there. It's worth burning through several. Get out of range of the Zyme. I like that they changed the Zyme sickness to temporary. I don't know how long ago they did that, but Zyme sickness being true sickness was, back when I was testing the new Abyss, was one of my biggest issues with it. Hey, there we go. Door in, we must go deeper. Inception, we must go deeper. 214 health is plenty. Well, what are these things? World binders. They bind creatures to the world. Ha! Let's kill them. The world binders? No, the creatures. All of them. Grab. Grab. Excellent. What the shit is that? Holy fire. That's what it is. Hell hog and an angel, which I can butcher the both of them very expeditiously. Again, not a place to worry about preservation of piety or preservation of resources. If I need to burn them, I will burn both. Kind of just want them to come to me in a bottleneck fashion. That's why I'm ducking down here. It's not that I'm not obligated to fight while I'm in the Abyss, but I feel like if you can clear enemies off in 2 to 3 turns, helps keep things light, so that you don't find yourself running into a dead end repeatedly. Stealth is still being trained, so we'll continue to train it. You know, the value of stealth being trained is that I do have that wand of invisibility, so this actually does power up my stabs. But, you know, this is all theoretical. I mean, a glaive is not a stabbing weapon, so the degree of damage buff is going to be probably like 20% instead of like 200 or whatever. I'm making up numbers, but you guys get my meaning. Come on, need another way to go deeper. We must go deeper. We must go deeper. Oh, what is that? Spectral Maelstrom. Can it be killed? Yep. Just smack it a few times and it dies. Ration up. Actually should do double fruits when I'm in range of... when I'm have free eating time. Yeah, to preserve my 38 rations. What am I? High. Let's wait out the sickness. We did kill the Zyme. I was wrong. I thought they had fixed the Zyme sickness, but it's apparently still very persistent. Whoa, there we go. We must go deeper. Waited 5 turns to wait out the Zyme sickness, and we are at Abyss 3. There's a way out, but we're not trying to leave yet. We're here for a rune. I feel like I'm making this too easy, but the truth is, as I said before, my character is the mage equivalent of Firestorm already, and that was several turns back, so right now I'm the equivalent of Necrolich, I guess, in the relative power of the builds, or relative distance into my build. We need to not get swarmed. Back off. Regen MR is active. Let it do its thing. Let's in fact get another dose. I mean, I don't hesitate to keep fighting, but... oh, a new rune Bardich. Of protection. That's a good daily use weapon. Protection Bardich is a great weapon, actually. If I get enough enchant weapon scrolls to bring it up to 5 or 6, I may actually replace my current with that. Just because of the survivability it brings out. These Raichus or whatever are really painful. They basically do a running zap through you. And if you don't take them out, they'll keep doing it. Ah, shit, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. I went invisible in there somehow, and that obviously is a big buff to me, but... kill them. Okay, you know what? Pick up the fog so that you're not stuck here, and then just keep moving. Humming ringmail does no good for me. Contamination is mild, does not require cancellation at this time. There's an oddly structured nature to this unstructured abyss. Why is 6 so persistent? God damn it. I gave it credit for not being, but I didn't realize the Zyme sickness was still persisting. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Please leave. I'm digging myself into a tighter and tighter hole. You know what? As long as the World Binder is there... never mind, the World Binder came into range. It died. This Zyme did not sicken me, and I am pounding everything to death. How's my intelligence? Existent. I did probably get tormented. That's why I lost so much health. We're gonna untorment. Again, dig myself into a corner so that I can only be attacked one at a time. Which, unlike a mage, I can actually win in a corridor like this very easily. We're gonna beef jerky it up for a bit. Okay, good. Onward. 190 HP is plenty to be working with. Kill the Raichu first. The thing's gonna dash away from me otherwise. And get out of the open. These open areas are actually proving to be quite taxing in terms of the amount of damage they're able to deal to me in a short period of time. Stealth is done. Pick up dodging again, which is really what I should have been training all along. Although I suppose, how stealthy am I? Extremely unstealthy, despite 13 training. That's what will happen when you canter along with hooves, wielding a noisy weapon and wearing full dragon armor. Kinda hard to... I'm the unstealthiest ninja. Am I on Abyss 3? I am. I'm pretty sure the rune spawns on Abyss 3. And considering how dangerous this place is, I don't feel particularly tempted to go deeper. Kill the thing that can drain intelligence. Oh, I don't need a glaive, it's just a glaive. Nope, I don't want to go deeper. This looks endish. Let's dig around a little bit, I guess? The shit is that? It's a spatial vortex, why not? Yeah, this definitely had an end chamberish feel to it. Maybe I'm reading too much into things. Oh well, weapon enchant plus is still a good thing. There's a Hellion, so we'll definitely take that out. Servitor, who's drained me with his enchanted demon whip of draining, no doubt. Alright, turn on regen MR please, because situation is getting serious again. Flight, permaflight by my shoes is again a wonderful trick. I can't see invisible, so when there's one Rakshasa, I have to assume there are multiples. Oh no, I can, because I'm still wielding my real weapon. Or my old weapon. Whoa, 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 whoa. Aura of Silence. That's a Zyme. That's another Zyme. That's a great orb of eyes. Okay. Fucking masses driving you insane. Regen MR heals through sickness. Fear. Okay, I'm getting heavily temporarily mutated. Strength -2, int -4. My intelligence is positive right now, but only thanks to a combination of the weapon I wield and the skill ups I took in intelligence. Teleport, teleport, teleport. Situation is getting awful. Teleport takes a long time to kick in the Abyss, but that's why you have to initiate it well in advance of when things are truly going awfully awful. Okay, been bounced around several times. Can't be that far from finding it. All the nasty mutations have cleared, because temporary mutations. Not permanent. Used to be that they would just be permanent mutations. They would just put mutators out, so I suppose I should be grateful. Ooh, a elephant corpse, which reminds me, I need to eat. Keep that strength up so that I can berserk at will. That's a bone dragon. I can take it on. I can really take it on. Getting a lot of EXP out of this, to be honest. I'm on fire and I don't even give a shit. Ah, so much murder. Everything must melt. Ill in the presence of a Zyme. Kill the Zyme. Kill all the little skulls that come at me. Sack everything else. You know, my instinct is, to wait until I'm cleared up when I get sick before I advance. But unless I've dug myself into a little corner, everywhere is at least as dangerous, so why wait? Why not just keep moving? Things are just going to get dangerous wherever I am. Okay, who's actually summoning all these? Probably you. The dark blue guy? Yes. Kill the Raichu. I don't have resist electricity and it thing hurts. Regen MR is active. And then deal with the Star Screams. Star Screams. They're star-coiled masses and they scream. Get to a safer place. Do I need a teleport here? I'd like to. Why not just teleport then? There we go. Come on. All this exploration I'm doing has got to pay off. It's just got to. So teleports in the Abyss take extra long to kick in, as I mentioned. But I'm fairly sure they also are not guaranteed to succeed. Or maybe that's just blinking that's not guaranteed to succeed. So you need to be very cognizant of that fact. And that it's not a get out of jail free card that like it might be, well, get out of jail cheap card like it might be elsewhere. Oh my god, that's so many kobolds. Why would there be so many kobolds? That's such an atypical thing to see. Did they come from a specific rune bearing area? Oh, there's a temple of Lugonu and they were guarding it. That's fine. Keep going. Maybe I should go deeper. I mean, I'm having trouble here, but I've yet to go below 100 health, to my recollection. No, I did go below 100 the one time I had to TP out. If this area had been harder, I'd have died. Oh, what is that? Musel. Oh no, that's the Glaive's name. That's just a Draconian. With cool new art. Kill the Zyme! Fuck me, I focused on the wrong target, so now I'm deeply sickened. Alright, if I see 3 more downstairs, I'll take one of them. Just because I can. To be fair, the reason I didn't do vaults and I did do Abyss was because I could, so, there's that. Come on, give me something to work with here. Alright, throw that on. I'm getting so much piety with all these kills that a few losses don't matter anyway. Throw it in int. Yeah, I was gonna throw it in strength, but sure enough, I got that strength anyway. Did I? Yeah, I got petrified. I totally got petrified. Took a misstep, got me petrified. I got so much EXP back there that... Well, it says XL24 next in 1, so I assumed that meant 1 EXP, but no. Apparently not. Not sure what that next means, because it says 3 now. It's going up like 1 at a time. It's 5. Alright, that's 1 exit. Come on, give me something. Star Cursed Shrieks. Star Screams. I'm not gonna let this happen. Oh man. Okay, I got badly injured there. It looks like a torment style injury, so we'll get at least to 150. Pulled around again. Free teleport scroll. More maelstroms. I'll strum your mail. Oh, here we go. Boom. Boom. Let me in. Oh, there's a shop? Oh, I was gonna say, who the hell would set up a store in this place? Hell, I'll give my local businesses business, but damn if this is where you live. Soul Eater surrounds. Okay. Kill it all. Yeah, you know that you're in good shape when you can casually stroll through the abyss. Granted, it's not a casual stroll, but seriously. Okay, there we go. Different region. Another way down. Those Raijus can really deal damage. Clumsy with Dex -2. Doesn't even show against my Dex. Okay, there's 2. 2 ways deeper in. Whoa. This, again, feels endgamey. Narrow pathway leading to a... Nope. There's 3. Okay, well, I promised, so if I get another way down, I'll go down. Gateway out. That's not the same thing. And that one back there is the same one. Another gateway out. Go figure. Another gateway out. Jesus Christ, they really don't want me here anymore. Maybe they realize that I'm gaining too much experience. There's an easy way to get rid of me, guys. All you gotta do is ruin me. Actually, before I get whisked away, let me actually secure these awesome bounties. Let's burn an acquirement on armor, please. Whew, I just picked it up before I got whisked away. And it's crystal plate mail, which is interesting. Just +1 crystal plate. Crystal plate mail has, I think, one of, if not the best AC in the game. But it comes at the price of being terrible at everything else. Oh god, yeah. No, that's the effect of a single tormenting Nekoksek. And the deeper I go, the more of those kinds of things there'll be that torment me. Gotta remember that part of this too. Wow, I am actually getting horribly injured. Please regen before fighting more. Whoa. Okay, so there was a blackish circle that entered my body. Yeah, you know what? I take it back, guys. I know I said I'd enter if I could, but now I don't think I can go any deeper. I mean, look what 1 torment and 1 failure to immediately recover did to me. And I only have 2 heal wounds to heal wounds with. It's not like I can ever just spam 20 HP a turn for 5 turns. Wow, you guys are really committed. A little bit of fire. Wait, is that a real mutation? Oh, that's a real mutation. Deterioration. That's not one that I think is necessarily worth immediately cure mutationing out of. But it does frustrate me that I've gone this long in the abyss and still not seen the ending. I mean, this is a fairly large amount of time spent in here. When I entered, it was close to 2 hours of... it's only been about 20-30 minutes. It just feels longer since I haven't done anything special. But to quote or paraphrase that one chess master, I could play more interestingly and lose. I just don't think that's worth it. I think it's interesting enough that I decided to Abyss dive instead of just doing the vaults in a safer fashion. I apologize that it's looking a little bit more like the Minotaur's Labyrinth in terms of long and tedious right now. It's so tempting to leave the Abyss and just be like, fuck this shit. And... No! Get out, get out! Get out, get out. What the hell is spamming this? Oh, it's the crab. That's what's doing it. It's a new enemy to me. I have never seen the crab. And there's a tormentor. We're hitting the teleport button. This situation is getting a little hefty. Different region of the abyss. Close the door. Close the door. Heal. Okay. Safety. Off we go. Used to be the formula was the longer you spend in the abyss, the more likely the abyssal rune is to show up. Back when the abyss was 0 floors large, or just 1 floor large. Now I know that the deeper you are, the more likely it is to show. But also, I still thought it was based on number of turns as well. That and you need to be at least so deep. I know for a fact it can spawn on floor 3 though, and that's where I am, right? Abyss 3? Yep. Okay, so this is an acceptable level of risk, considering that I've only had to periodically teleport a few times. I am net gaining, not losing teleport scrolls, so... Haste is key. Oh, come the fuck on! Okay, let the sickness pass, please, and then we'll continue moving. 3 World Binders. God damn. World Binder honestly isn't a terrifying enemy for a significant meleeer. It's just like it feels Anaconda-esque in its appearance as a tile, and in terms of the damage it takes, certainly it doesn't seem to be any hardier than an Anaconda. You're not going to find me in here. I'm just going to heal the full before I proceed out again. How am I doing for potions of restoration? 6. That's plenty. I can totally work with that. You guys are just not getting through to me. Okay, confusion might help their case significantly. How bad? Deteriorating, spellcasting, dex -2. Oh! Interesting. So I have... that mutation I had before isn't showing anymore. I wonder if getting it as a temporary will make it go away. I doubt it, though. I think it's just a display thing. Okay, we're getting out of here before I die. So, Raiju is locked out. And you guys can now face me one at a time. I'll take you all on one at a time. That's no problem. Okay, maybe it's a little bit of a problem. Is somebody smiting back there? Or sorry, tormenting back there? Blizzard Demon. I don't know if they can do it or can't, but... Nope, body deterioration is still there. At best, it just covered it up by being temporary, but in reality it was both temporary and permanent. I hate having mutations. Negative mutations. Feels like such a permanent insult. It's like getting your armor corroded off by a jelly that you kill in one hit. I'm glad they got rid of perma-corrosion. You guys think you're so clever. Spamming me with shit from every side. How many enemies have I slayed? I've lost track. I'm actually gonna hit level 27 at this rate before I leave here. I've leveled up repeatedly already. Come the fuck on. Okay, just making sure I hadn't picked up the rune and forgotten about it or not noticed. That has never happened to me to my recollection, but I know I've come close. I think I've missed the rune on the screen once before. Or missed the announcement that the rune was present because I was so... Ah! Cloud of Chaos. Totally hit. And then I got hit by a Torment Ball. Kill the Ghost Crab ASAP, please. And the Star. And then... Regen MR. Okay, much better. I've seen like 6 doors up and down now. And still no. Zyme. Still no rune. Blink frogs? Seriously? I guess they would be native to the Abyss, given their distortional proclivities. Okay, if there's a way to deal with those guys that doesn't result in me getting tormented, please let me know. Because it feels like I successfully attack them and then I'm immediately tormented, or they enter my body and I'm tormented. And I hate being tormented. Torment is my least favorite in-game ability that anyone has. Oh, that's the rune chamber until proven otherwise, as far as I'm concerned. So we're gonna go invisible. Careful, kill the Raijus. As much as I would like to rush this thing before I get teleported, before there's any chance of being teleported away, that's not the correct play here. I need to make absolutely sure that I don't die. Keep Trog's hand on, please. Regen MR. Is there anything else that I could be doing here to speed this up? I don't want to berserk. Kill the Raiju. Fuck that Raiju. Okay, nope. I've got to back up because I'm getting really aggroed on. Regen MR again, please. Okay, kill elephants. Okay, and now they're thinned out in numbers enough that I can charge it, berserk it, get in there, grab it, and kill everything facing outwards. Close the door, please. Regen MR, curing, to get rid of the massive sickness, and regen. When I emerge from this cocoon, I will be so much more powerful. Okay. Immersial time. Given how many enemies are railing against me here, after my long rest, I'm gonna teleport. You can't constrict me out of a teleport. Boom. Regen MR active, and I believe the frequency of portals is supposed to increase now that I hold the rune, so that should get me out of here expeditiously. Worldbinder, do not go for open spaces. Open spaces are poison. Go to tighter spaces, where I can funnel enemies in at me one at a time. You know, not having to worry about, item destruction makes this a lot more fun. Because oh, there we go, gateway out. Time, almost 40 minutes, maybe even 45 minutes, near as I can tell. Okay, that's fine. I feel dopey to the extreme, but whatever. Did I find a bardage of value in the meantime? I did not. Okay. Options. Volts or Zot? Screw it, Zot. Alright, I'm going to stop here for two reasons. First, it's 5:37 in the morning and I am tired. But second, I want to show y'all something. So, trying to think what the best way to do this is. I think I have to save and reopen. Okay, so this was Dismemberer. This is Ramaron. Ramaron was started very recently, ran the exact same configuration of runes. Almost, I mean, I guess he had the shoals. Ran the same configuration of skills, so you can see that he had a very similar game path. He was lucky enough to get a +9 bardage of protection, and while he didn't get all the slaying bonuses that my other character did, these are not a unpalatable set of items. I mean, AC 45, EV 25, and reasonable weaponry and such. Point being, two, if not game winning, at least game ending, Minotaur Berserkers. If we look down my list of characters in this version, you'll see Meaty Cakes was a Minotaur Berserker, and Dismemberer, the one that you saw me run earlier this time, was a Minotaur Berserker. Apart from that, there was Bulgaron, who I ran before Ramaron. Judging from this sample size, it's almost a 20 to 30% success rate with Minotaur Berserkers. The Minotaur Berserker is an OP class, which is stupidly good, has somehow avoided every nerf bat, and continues to kick ass till today. That is my thesis statement. And I put to evidence the fact that if you look at this list of characters, I have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 somewhat successful wizards out of my entire graveyard full of wizards. And by wizards, I mean wizards, conjurators, necromancers who are trying to branch into the same. Melee is just easier, as long as you're running OP melee. I mean, obviously, if you're running Hillorc Priest, who tries to be a preacher with no melee backups of their own, it's not going to be as easy. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.